Hi and good morning. My name is Sun Po Hua and my metric number is 76913. I am one of the member of Group 3. Today, I will present one of the aquatic organism which is Exodus. Exodus, also known as udang geragau or udang bubok. It is a small shrimp which is similar to krill. Exodus is also among the zooplankton, genre which is commonly exploited and served as a major nourishment of protein. The length for this organism is about 10 mm to 40 mm, and we can catch it during their harvesting time, which is November to April at the coastal water. Next, there are 5 types of catching equipment, which is ASHREEN push net, small purse seine net, scoop net, scoop seine net, and the last one will be BINTI. Moreover, in Malaysia, we can see that Exodus usually will be prepared into chinchalok, and in local, the easier dish which made from chinchalok is the sambal chinchalok. First and foremost, the ingredient to prepare sambal chinchalok is a bottle of fresh chinchalok, few limes, an onion, fresh chili, and some dried chili. Next, cut the onion into small pieces and cut the fresh chili into small pieces. Meanwhile, we can soak the dry chilies into hot water before cutting it into slices. The purpose of adding dry chili is to increase the spiciness of the dishes. Besides that, I would like to add some lime juice and 1 teaspoon of sugar to balance the saltiness of the taste of chinchalok. After all ingredients have been cut, mix all the ingredients into a bowl which is shown in picture 1 to 6 and mix it well. Finally, this is a bowl of delicious sambal chinchalok looks like.
So moving to American lobster, which is also called Maine lobster or Hammerus americans. American lobster has 10 legs and spiny exoskeletons. Besides, it also has unequal sized claws, and majority are in olive green or greenish brown color. Here are the 2 common ways to harvest lobster, which is hook net and lobster trap. Next slide are the way to cook a grilled lobster. At first, you should prepare a lemon juice, olive oil, salt, and pepper as your marinade ingredient. Firstly, separate the head of the neck, cut off both claws, marinating the meat for a few hours. You can twist off the tail. With scissors, cut the soft underside of the tail lengthwise. You can remove the tail meat by cracking the hard top shell, but somehow you also can loosen the meat from the shell so it will not stick while grilling. Next, you can mash the coral and tomeli and add them to the marinade. After marinating the meat for a few hours, you can start grilling the claws and the tail meat above the flame around 6 minutes and turn the claw and the tail meat again and baste them before cooking another 5 minutes. So here's a tip. You can baste and marinate on the tail fresh as it is cooked. Finally, delicious grilled lobster has been made with bright red.
Next, I will present the cohort salmon. Cohort salmon scientific name is Anchorhynchus kisach. The general name is cohort salmon, and it have barrels of common name, which are silver, blueback, and hook-nose. The characteristic of cohort salmon is normally 24-inch, centimeter is 70 salmon. Besides that, cohort salmon is anadromous convert species and move from the sea to freshwater for spawn. Lastly, they will die after spawn egg. Next, the catching technique for cohort salmon are drift fishing, plucking, and trolling. Drift fishing, anchors project a line upstream from the stroke or a molded board that let the line flow down through the runway or pool, and they pull in the line to start the interaction again. Plunking is used a similar method to drift fishing. Then again, the staff is projected into a possible holding region or transitory where permitted to moor in one spot. Lastly, trolling is a fishing method with frequently moving on board. The method to cooking salmon. Step 1. Check good condition fresh fish and wipe off the moisture by paper towel to prevent the salmon skin sticky to the bottom of the pan. Step 2. The cold salmon fillets need to be seasoned with salt and pepper for 45 minutes. Step 3. Add a little oil to the pan for preheating. After the preheat, turn the heat to medium low and slowly put the fish into the pan. Step 4. Gently press the back of the salmon with salted fish spatula about 10 seconds to avoid bending and curving of the salmon skin. Step 5. When the salmon reaches 49 degrees Celsius, it should make easy to lift and flick All it needs to quickly kiss on the heat on the second side to finish with 15 seconds. Step 6. Finally, move the salmon to a paper towel length plate to deplate off any urban bundle of oil. It tastes crispy and juicy. The salt and pepper a different taste.
Also known as cynosine name for its meat, which turns from red to snowy white when cooked and boosts a sweet flavor. The texture is firm and tends to be more fibrous and softer than king crab. Snow crab shells are breakable enough for open with hands. Snow crab reside in North Atlantic and North Pacific Ocean, preferring the deep and cold water condition. Snow crab harvesting season starts in late fall and tends to happen in early summer. Snow crab are caught in mesh trap 4 feet diameter at the base and 2 feet in diameter in top, with a steel bar frame. The trap catches crab by attracting them through an entrance to center where the bed is located. Once inside the trap, the larger crab are unable to escape. The price for all types of crab is different depending on its quality. In fact, the price difference may make you want to switch to buying snow crab at the local market. Price reflects quality when it comes to crabs. Normally, the price of snow crab is based on weight on the crab. The range price for the snow crab is around 55 ringgit to 70 ringgit per kilogram. There are several types to prepare a delicious snow crab. Just like king crab, snow crab are pre-cooked and frozen as soon as they caught on board. One of the best recipes to cook snow crab is broiled snow crab. This is the best recipe as rolling lends to intense and mouth-watering aroma to crabs. The recipe is quite easy and calls for only 2 ingredients, which is unsalted butter and lemon. Broil the crab in oven for 5 minutes is the best and quickest way to make the crab.
Hi, my name is AIRINA and my matrix number is 68975. For this project, I have chosen one type of aquatic organism known as squid, which is also known as calamari squid. The word calamari is come from Italian, which means squid. These tubular soft-bodied animals are found in marine environments all over the world. The scientific name for this aquatic organism is known as STU1033. Types of catching method for this aquatic organism, but today I will mention 2 of them. The first catching method is using a rod. Use long light fishing rod and use squid jig for bait. Other than that, live baits can also be used. The second method is using the net. Squid have a defense mechanism that allows them to spray black ink. You will need a net to keep the squid contained until it runs out of. The price for this organism in local market is around 25 ringgit Malaysia to 28 ringgit Malaysia per kilogram. One of the dishes that can be cooked using this organism is crispy calamari squid. First, remove the squid skin and cut the squid into 3/4 inch. Next, prepare the flour mixture before coating the squid and add on some salt. Coat the squid rings in the egg mixture to make sure the flour is coating fully around the squid rings. Then, coat the squid into the flour mixture and let the squid ring for a minute before frying. Manage the heat of the cooking oil between 350 to 365 degrees Celsius before cooking. This calamari squid will taste crispy inside and out, and the coating flour makes the calamari squid taste more delicious. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is ROFINA UWING and I represent GINDA 72651. So I will present about cockles. Cockle general name is cockle and its local name is edible cockle, common edible cockle, herd mussel in German and crab in Malaysia. Cockle scientific name is Cerastoderma adult and its family is Caridae. This is catching and fishing method for cockles, firstly fishing net and basket method. Fishing net and basket method are the sense method which we will put the fishing net or basket on the sense and then shuffle the sense into the basket. After that, we wash off the sense by water and then we can see some cockle in the fishing net and basket. Thirdly is by dig method, which we will dig the sense by using a fork and then we can see some cockles are rise up and then we can pick it by hand. Price market of cockles. For big size is usually 20 ringgit to 30 ringgit per kilogram and for small size is 10 ringgit to 20 ringgit per kilogram. This is how I cook my cockles, which is spicy cockle cooked with chili and soy sauce. This is the ingredient to prepare cockles. This is how I cook my cockles. Firstly, I will wash the shell with brush, then salt the ingredient all together. After that, I will pour some water and then pour the cockles. Then let it boil for 3 minutes or until the mouth of shell are opening. How cockle tastes? In my opinion, cockle tastes sweet, fresh, and a little bit chewy. That's all from us. Thank you.